I'm Chicano, and this is Paradise. Today I'm gonna tell you guys a story of how Wicked from West Side 18th Street saved my life. Well, he saved my life because he saved me from going to prison, because I was about to become a mass murderer. Stay tuned for that. So what happened is, let me break it down for you a little bit so you guys could see why I was about to become a mass murderer, so you can see the psyche of an Angelino living the street life. I was dating a girl, I won't mention her name, but we were dating for a while, 2 years, young and dumb, thought I loved her, you know, and she was sleeping around. So I found out who she was sleeping around with, which were the dudes from Barrio Mojados over there in the 77th division. Barrio Mojados, she was fucking around with them. She was going in there smoking bud, doing whatever, you know, they had to do. So I did a little detective work, caught her, you know, fucking around, and I knew she would go to this dude's house on a regular basis. And so I went there one day with my dad's Regal. I went there, I saw her, I told her, what the fuck are you doing right here? And the fool's like, hey, you gotta get the fuck out of here. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I grabbed her by the hair. Again, something I'm not proud of. This was in my past. I grabbed her by the hair and I dragged her out of the house. And the fools came in all crazy. Hey man, leave her alone. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I started calling her all kinds of names that you guys could imagine. But I'm saved by Jesus now, so I'm not gonna repeat these names. And I told her we're done, and amongst other things. I was really letting her have it verbally. So I left her there. I dropped her. She got up, and the dudes tried to get crazy. So I went into my dad's Regal, and I didn't have a strap right there. You know, I just wanted to go tell her, hey, you know what? It's over. I was gonna tell her it was over right there. So I went, and they had me furious. They had me furious, man, big time. So then I did. I busted a turn around the block, lowered the window. You know, you had to roll it down like that, and then I pulled out one of those windshield cleaners that it was in the back, and I put it in the passenger seat, and I said, I'm gonna scare the fuck out of these fools. So then I start driving down the street, and when I see him outside, I zoom by, I hit the gas, you hear the wheels stop spinning, and as soon as I get in front of them, this was risky and stupid shit, because they could have blasted me as I did that. I got the windshield wiper, and I pointed it out the window. All these fools ducked. They got scared. They thought we're about to get blasted. And fucking I laughed. I started laughing, pressed the gas, and took off. And then two dudes in the middle of the street, two of the fools from Barrio Mojados, pa, 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 pa. They just start unloading on the fucking Regal. I duck my head and start driving like this. You're boom, boom. You hear the two bullets hit the back of the windshield. Another bullet hit the side of the Regal. We don't have that car anymore, you know. Rest in peace for my dad. And we also gave the car away too. We donated it. So you see I mean, I keep going. But at this time I'm still furious. I'm infuriated still, you know. I wanted payback, you know, for what they did, because they could have killed me. So I go to the homies from 18th Street, because the homies from 18th Street, they used to be from my crew. All the hard homies, all the crazy ass homies, they ended up getting into 18th Street except for me. I'm the only one of the down fools that never got in. All the other ones, we used to call them the friendlies. They remained in the crew and just kept smoking bud. But so I knew I couldn't count on them, the friendlies. So I went to the crazies, the 18th Streeters, and I told them, the homie Trek, I told them, you know, Trek 2 was there too. I let them know how things went down, and I told them, hey, you guys have my back. Let's go fucking, you know, let's go run it on these fools. And sure enough, they did. They were down. You know, there were a bunch of shooters. There were a bunch of killers. And one in particular, Wicked, from West Side 18th Street, man, he was riding with me in my Cadillac, because I had a Cadillac back then. And so he rode with me. I was in the front, he was in the back, heated, strapped up. And then Trek 2, and a couple other homies from 18th Street, they were all shooters. They rolled in the back with Trek. And so we were caravanning over there to Barrio Mojados, ready to light these fools up. And we're going down their block, right in front of their pass, nobody's there. Go again, pass, nobody's there. And at this time, I was like, man, fuck this, dude. I'm like, let's go inside their pad. I told Wicked, let's go inside their pad. And he's all like, nah, man, that's not how you do things. And I was like, no, fuck that, I'm going in, I'm gonna go in. And he's like, that's not how you do things, carnal. And so then I was like, I was fucking pissed, you know? I wanted to go in there. And he didn't let me. He became philosophical. This was a certified killer telling me to not go kill. And for me, I was gonna go light all these fools up. I was gonna light them up for shooting at me, you know, and for fooling around with my ex. My ex had my name tattooed on her and everything. I mean, we had dreams of being together, so that's where this rage comes in, you know. Like, she shattered all my dreams. And hey, but I'm with my soulmate now, so hey, everything happens for a reason, including this. And the reason I'm telling you guys this story, just so you guys can see how God had his hand on me this whole time. God had his hand on me this whole time. A person that was out here committing crimes, doing bad. Not only that, but he had his hand on Wicked that day, because Wicked didn't have to say that. Wicked didn't have to be the bigger man, the calm, calculated man, you know. But hey, this is what he did. He was a certified killer. He was a shooter. So, you know, he knew what he was talking about. And I thank him for that. So Wicked, if you're watching this, man, thanks, brother, because I mean, I could have gone in there, dude, and you know I was gonna light him up. All my homies knew that, you know, if I committed to something, I would do it. And at that point, I committed to it, and I was gonna go massacre these motherfuckers, you know. And you saved me. You saved me from that. Not only did you save my life, but you know, like, you saved my family too. Because even if I wouldn't have gotten lit up from going in there or whatever, imagine I would have gone to prison. I would have been a lifer, you know. That, my mom, you know, my dad, it would have been such a disappointment. So the only reason I'm telling you guys this story is just so you can see how when you're a God first person, God will always have his hand on you and those around you. Because you know the saying, God protects fools, right? I was a damn fool. I was a damn fool. But the thing with me is I was raised in the church. I was raised in the church, so I always had Jesus in my heart, in my mind, and in my soul, and I would pray. But sometimes these demons get a hold of you. That was the demon of rage. That was the demon of anger, the demon of jealousy. You know, I wanted to get back at them. I wanted to kill them all. You know, that's the demon in you saying, yes, that's what you need to do. You need to go kill them all. You know, and luckily God was stronger this day. You know, God was stronger. God is stronger every day. You're the one that's weak. You're the one that's not strong. But you know what? If you keep praying to Jesus Christ, you will become strong, because he will be your fortress. He'll be your protector. He'll be the one that guides you through life. You know, like he did me. My mom's prayers saved me. Me praying every night saved me. Me praying for the right woman to come my way saved me, because God knew my intentions. He knew I wanted a good woman. He knew I wanted to get out of the hood, but I was just stuck in that vicious cycle of madness. You know, I was stuck in the vicious cycle of madness, but not anymore. Look, not anymore, guys. Not stuck in the circle of madness anymore. All thanks be to God. This is all God. This is me doing what God has told me to do. This is me following sticking to the script, the process that God is telling me to proceed. He's telling me, keep walking this way. I know it's painful. I know sometimes you get anxious. I know sometimes you get desperate. I know sometimes you get depressed. But you have to keep going. And this is it, guys. This is a product of keeping going. This is a product of staying true to God's teachings. Even though you may live in a crazy world, that doesn't make you crazy, and that doesn't make you bad. We are innately good as human beings. The devil wants to make you think that you're bad, but you're not. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you guys subscribe, man. Let's keep pushing this message of God forward, because if he could help a piece of shit like me, imagine what he could do for you. Someone that's not bad, someone that's not hasn't done the crazy things that I've done in my life. Look what God's done for me, guys. Look at this. Now imagine if you keep a God first lifestyle at the forefront of your life, what he can do for you. Use your imagination, guys. Try to manifest where you want to be. Pray and tell God to guide you. You listen to God. That conscious, your conscious, that's God's voice speaking to you. Always keep God first. Love you guys.